want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Okay.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Okay, let's change the subject.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Let's go and figure out the gap, because we don't really even know that much about the gap. We just know they're freaking machines and shit. And, I mean, that's all we really know. So let's try to find out a little bit more about the gap.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Okay, so I can only imagine where this one was going.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
Huh?
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Okay, let's go. Why?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual
Wonderful story
labor.
time.
That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Okay.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Okay, I think we're good.
I should go.
See you later.
And that's why you talk to everybody. Boom, level up. Okay, so let's look at my squad. I have 4 points to invest. I'll just hop up on our Spectre training. Oh, the shotgun. Okay, because I really do want to see how that works out. And we'll check that out later. There's a freaking photo mode. Interesting. Okay, also, let me just state this. Resident Evil Village has a watermark on their photo mode. Excuse me. I don't know why that was a decision that was put in. But here's my 2 cents. I understand people are probably concerned about people taking images and trying to sell those images. And then there's also the streamer issue as well too, where quote unquote you're using some stuff, whatever, that you didn't create your own, stuff like that. I'm just gonna state this. I would be a little bit more not concerned about people doing that in particular, because clearly, like, the thing is big enough that everybody would know where it'd be coming from. I would just say it does hurt content creation a little bit, because especially if you're in the game and you could have like a nice moment, but you're trying to get that capture, screenshot, yada yada. It does kind of suck. And I will just say that I think at some point there's gonna have to be some form of like at least a basic genuine understanding of at least what to do with said stuff, like, you know, like certain images and stuff that you can make, whether it be a photo mode or anything else, and just have that conversation with communities or you know, your fans and something like that. Why? Because I mean, if you had an issue probably beforehand, it'd be nice if you just say it. Because other than that, it just kind of looks kind of silly. My 2 cents. That's just it. All right, let's keep going. Remember, it's always better to talk about it than it is just to do something. You know, so at least when you go out and do something, at least everybody know where you're coming from first. You know what I'm saying? It will at least make sense. This is why, maybe legal reasons here, or even if you want to protect your IP, that's cool. But if that's the case, why would include the photo mode anyway? Could just left it bare bones. And that's where I'm at. At least that's where I'll leave it.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Okay, we're good.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
See anything in here? Now we checked. The only it's Ashley. I gotta check that out. Yeah, I can't find Ashley. Over here. Let me see if I can find her first, and then we'll leave. Be somewhere. The fuck she go? That's the doctor. There's absolutely nothing in here at all. Like, what happened to the chick? Alright. Oh shit, she right here. I took her for like one of those other crew members. People that do like be merchants and shit.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Oh, she told me a little bit later. I think, cause I don't think you can, get with Tali though. I don't think you can do that at all. Not at least until the second one, I don't think. Alright, so now let's finally go ahead and get on a mission. Yay! It's gonna be amazing. Yay! It's gonna be the bomb. Yeah! Let's see. Watch Journey get some devs. You know why? It's all good, G. More Codex entries. Okay, Citadel. Wait, what? No, I can't want to go to the Citadel. Something's wrong. Supposedly constructed by the long extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable, 1.02 standard G on the wars and light 0.3 standard Gs on the. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm good. Citadel. I can't do nothing. Oh, zoom out. Nice. Zoom out again. Server Nebula. Where we go? That's it. Zoom out again? Oh, they hating. Okay. Zoom out. Boom. Damn. Damn. We can go and get L'Oreal. We go to, you know, let's get L'Oreal. Okay. Or actually, it doesn't even matter. I think we just do whatever we want. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh my God, we're out in space. I don't know if I ever did was like, you know, one of those individuals that got around. Trust me, I had to meet an alien that's like, she's kind of like elf status, but she's better than the elf because she got a butt. You know what I'm saying? Like she got a real one. We'll have to see. We'll travel to the system. We might want to go to Utopia. Asteroid 50 something. Go here. another space, in another time. What is this? Oh my god, they got descriptions, but I don't mind it though. Terra is a compositely quiet, similar to Earth. However, it lies over 4 AU from Asgard and possesses an atmosphere primarily composed of nitrogen and ethane. While a potential target for terraforming, the presence of let's do this. It's hard to see. Let's do this. Okay, great. Had to make another projection. Okay. The presence of the shirt sleeves headable. Terra Nova is a insane system regulated Terra on a support role. Nearly 100 corporations, human and alien, have constructed extensive calibrated mining, refining, and manufacturing facilities across the face of Terra. Combined with the Platinum Lords of Terra Nova, the resources they have produced are driving development of the local hydrogen fuel cell industries. And Asgard system now supplies nearly 4% of galactic market. Okay, I guess we can't go here because there's like no freaking option. Oh, shackle, yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Let's do this. Now, what is here? Nova is a small, frozen terrestrial world, barely hittable by conventional definitions. It's probably catered by the Nova Developmental Corporation, who leases out labs to perform research that's dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. Given Nova's unique situation, it is the source of many wild conspiracy theories. Screw it, let's go get Liara. Shit. Wait, is this right? Where's she at? Okay, I gotta figure out Liara's, so problem is I actually can't get into the freaking map. Like, what about this? Alright, let me zoom out. Right to the main thing, and then we'll look at our journal. Our last known location was somewhere in the Armethius tall cluster. Okay. This don't say. Matriarch's writing recovered. Scanning planet. Okay. Okay, we'll see. Oh, it's cool to go explore. I don't know what I'm exploring for. It's getting look good. Okay, over here. Alright, can I get out? Boo! Oh shit, I'm fucking up. Alright, so we have an exclamation mark and a question mark. And I'm guessing we go for the anomaly first. It's just hard because to see with this map. I wish I could get like a bigger one or something. And it's hard. Okay, so my vehicle is going further away, so I need to go back around again.